Working in development is often difficult. The World Bank Group's Independent Evaluation Group looks back at the bank group's experience. It assesses what works, what doesn't, and why. Here is their assessment of the poverty focus of country programs.
There are 1 billion extremely poor people on the planet, living on around $1 per day. The World Bank has adopted the goal of eliminating extreme poverty.
How does the evaluation tackle this?
Well, what it doesn't try to do is to count the number of people lifted from poverty by World Bank projects. That would be impossible. But it does ask what the bank is doing at the country level, starting with asking, what is known about the poor? Who are they? What makes them poor? What can and should government do? This requires good data and robust analytics of people's lives and economic opportunities. The bank's money is small relative to the needs of poor people, but knowledge can make bank lending far more powerful. Effective country strategies can be developed only if underpinned by robust analysis.
So how does the bank perform?
In general, very well. It has some of the best data and analysts in the world. However, much more leadership is needed. The bank can and should play a leading global role generating knowledge on the causes of poverty in all countries. Yet over 50 countries do not have adequate data to understand poverty trends, and several others have data that is not always shared with the bank.
Wait a second, some countries don't share data yet they borrow from the World Bank?
In some cases, yes. This is the next challenge, moving from analysis to action. The bank works together with governments to identify projects and develop a country strategy. But aligning action and analysis is inherently political.
So, how successful is the bank in aligning country strategies with the poverty focus to support the elimination of poverty?
Well, it's a mixed story. In many countries, things work well. But when the country's own development strategy and the poverty focus priorities developed by the bank do not align, the bank faces a challenge. Continue lending in areas with limited poverty focus, or await other entry points to address poverty and pro-poor growth. High quality and timely diagnostics and persistent policy dialogue are crucial. For all this to work, one needs to take 4 steps. First, collect good data. Second, use the data to develop good diagnostics. Third, develop strategies that are underpinned by data and diagnostics. And fourth, actually do what the strategy suggests. And then there is a 5th thing, which is usually forgotten. Learn from doing the projects and feed this learning back into the data, diagnostics, and strategy work.
So, does this work at the World Bank?
The evaluation found that the logic chain is broken. Sometimes, strategies get developed that do not even take into account insights derived from the data and diagnostics. And, on the other hand, projects that do not fit with the poverty focus of the strategies get done instead. The bottom line is, achieving an end to extreme poverty will require action on several fronts. Better data and analysis, aligning country strategies with the analysis and knowledge, and investing in learning from experience. Together, these will help leverage scarce resources and target efforts to tackle extreme poverty.